Hello YouTube, I have a new find, sealed box, resealed box. Not sure what's in it. I found it at a flea market and it's a 2010 set. It's from a theme that I don't have anything of, which is really cool. I'm kind of excited to have it. The lady at the flea market said it was 80% complete. So, you know, there always is the danger that all the good minifigs are gone. There's some cool minifigs like that guy. It's probably hard to find. That octopus guy might be hard to find. I have those. Everything else is not too bad. Like divers are probably okay. The other parts don't look too hard to get. Those fancy discs may also be hard to find. So be cool to have a bunch of those things. But yeah, I have no idea how complete it is. She just said 80%, and I didn't bother to open it there. The price was 35 Canadian. That's enough that, you know, I'm willing to take the risk and have fun opening it on YouTube, where we can both discover what I got. Really cool set though. It's one of the bigger sets of this theme, Atlantis, and 1,000-piece set. And so picking up a 1,000-piece set you don't have in your collection, nice big box, really great, a really good pickup. I'm really happy to have picked this up and add this to my collection. So I'll start opening it. The box is so almost too big to fit on the table where I usually open it up. This side has the seals, I think, still intact. I mean, they could have been peeled off, but it was open from this end, and you've got the packing tape, and it's all been resealed. So I can't even quite fit this. So I will. I'm just going to use a knife to slice it open here, and probably off camera because there's not enough space. I want to be a bit careful so I don't damage it. Actually, it looks like it's just been taped in a couple of spots. That tape that we saw on the end wasn't fully sealing it, so there's just like 3 pieces of tape to cut off. So here we go. I'm seeing instructions. That is a good thing to have those. I didn't even know if it had instructions. So we've got, let's see how many books we have. Yeah, just taking a look at, actually, why don't we do this sideways and we'll dump it out after I've sort of taken a look at these instructions. It's kind of got, it's almost like a magazine, but maybe, oh, I see, oh, it's just been flipped over. So this is book 2, so hopefully we have book 1. And it is been put in bags, Ziploc bags. I see a diver, pitchfork, but not very many other figures. The skull, I don't know if that skull is part of this or not. Oh, there is a skeleton there, but it doesn't look like that face, so just quickly looking at the front of the instructions. But it's still pretty heavy, so there's still a lot of other stuff. Here we have book 1, which is awesome. So probably, I can't imagine this being more than 2 books. So we probably have a good chunk of it. So we have the shark minifig. So that one probably would also be hard to find. I think they use these in Harry Potter sets as well, because for the Durmstrang and their, oh, and we have the octopus minifig. So those were 2 potentially difficult ones to get. And there's still a third and final bag. A nice black Lego octopus. And I'm not seeing that gold armored guy that we had before. There's one of those discs with the triangle where they had like 5 of them. that are probably unique to this set. So I have at least one. I won't be able to tell. And this actually looks like, I don't know if this looks like it's part of the Gungan sub. So it looks like there's definitely other pieces here that aren't part of the set. Have a little bit of a white air tanks, which might be part of this set. I don't really see them. So this looks like they have other pieces, but maybe 80% complete could be pretty close. So now, make sure there's nothing else. Let's start putting it together and see how we did. So just a first preliminary, dump all the pieces out, take a look. There's some pieces like this blue stuff I don't think is part of the set. So there's lots of extra pieces, or potentially extra pieces. The yellow canopy I don't think is part of the set. This canopy doesn't even look Lego, like Lego. So there's extra pieces, but then again, that being said, quite a few of the pieces that go in the set. So possibly 80% is a good estimate. And there's most of the figures. This guy had a breastplate that matched his helmet, which I haven't seen yet. It'd be nice if that was there, because that might be unique to the set. It's tough to find. But other than that, got the main minifigures. Only found 2 divers so far, and there's 3 on the instructions. But, you know, not a terrible looking amount of pieces that are part of the set. So let's get to building. Just an example of the kind of subbing I'm having to do already. I couldn't find any of these sloped pieces of the big. There's supposed to be 4 of them. There's 0. So I've kind of pieced them together out of 2 slope pieces, which we have lots of right now, but later that's going to be hard. But just keeping the build moving and trying to keep going. So we'll see how far we get. I'm definitely not going to tape this. This is going to be a bit arduous to pick through, sub, try and get to some structure, and then figure out what's there and what's not there. So another concerning thing is that piece just crumbled in my hand as I was just taking it lightly. I didn't even put that much pressure. So I'm starting to remember that red and possibly brown can be very brittle pieces. So I have that look forward to, but I found another red piece that seemed okay. Well, at least I treated it a bit more gently than I did that one. So that will also make it hard to rebuild everything if the red's that brittle that I lose some more pieces. So just to kind of give you a midway update, I kind of stalled. I was putting this together. I think there's a picture previously of this, but then I needed these pieces to complete this, which uses a lot of them. And this is actually the second instruction book, which I switched to because it actually started to go kind of easy. And I was like, awesome. Maybe I aren't missing that many pieces, except for that's one side. And now I'm going on to build the duplicate side. And that's why it was kind of easy, because there should have been multiples of every piece. And now even just starting this, I'm having a bit of trouble even finding a tile like this. So, you know, it's going okay. I'm gonna have to order quite a few pieces. I'd like to be able to kind of do it in one shot. Yeah, to get to the point where I can figure out what pieces are missing is gonna take a while. I did sort of get half the shark together and found some of those pieces. Again, the minifigs are there. I got the top head of the very front, but was having trouble getting the bottom head. So, and I kind of got the portal a little bit put together. It was mostly together. I added the bottom. It's kind of got some gears at the back, not doing too bad, but yeah, there's a lot. I mean, they were missing a lot. I think at the end, I'm going to do a count how many pieces I had to order versus the 1,000 pieces that are in this set. Yeah, then we'll know. She said 80%. We'll find out how accurate that was. But it's pretty difficult to get anywhere building anything, but it's kind of fun. Other interesting things about this lot, there's a bunch of mega blocks here in this corner. I'm just kind of throwing them there. There's these interesting things, which I don't know if they're part of this set. Haven't seen them show up yet, but maybe. There's a really tantalizing pile of transparent blue windshields and also some white hinged pieces. These could be like, these are definitely from old, or some of them are definitely from older sets. And I mean, as I said before, that's the Gungan sub, but there is no other Gungan sub anything except for those panels. So I'd like to actually see what this set's part of. It's not classic space, but it's space from quite a while ago, I think. And there's still a lot of great pieces here. We've got the golden treasure chest. Haven't had to put it there, or haven't got the first part built up enough. I'm gonna need to order some pieces to get much further, but I'm gonna kind of keep picking away until I can kind of figure out what I need to order. But so building this chunk though gets a whole bunch of pieces off the table and makes it easier to find the next pieces. So any chunks that I can build, I'm going to continue to try and build them, just to reduce the amount of pieces. Then it's easier to search and make sure you don't have stuff. And then I've done a few subs. I mean, you can see here, I just did this. It's supposed to be this piece. And there's supposed to be 4 of them because now I have to build a whole other side with the same thing and I can only find 1. So I'm gonna have to order a bunch of things like that. But I'm having some fun. Probably like this has taken another 2 or 3 hours to get, you know, this built, kind of sort some of the pieces a bit. I've sort of worked on this, which is the bottom of the big mouth, but now I've kind of pulled it a bit apart because I needed the parts to kind of finish this chunk. But this chunk is 90% complete. Again, it's missing this, and I'm missing a black and some hinge pieces up there and maybe some other pieces, but it's not too badly complete, which is nice. That's just a chunk I have to worry less about. And then, you know, I'll just continue to pick away and see. I'll see how far I get on the other side. And if it starts to stall, then maybe I have to sort of just do a big piece order to get going again. That's probably what's going to happen. So that's it in the middle, and I'll give you another update when I'm a bit further along. All right, thanks a lot. So Bricklink orders have arrived. 3 packs of Bricklink orders. I didn't really check them super closely in ordering them. Bricklink has this special feature where you say, I want to buy my wish list, and it says, buy it from these 3 stores, and it sets up the orders for you automatically. I didn't check that they were okay, so I'm gonna try and I'm gonna dump them out and then try and put this together and see how far we got. One other cool thing about Bricklink is the numbers in here. So the numbers that are like these 5 or more digit, 6, 7 digit numbers, these, you can enter them in Bricklink and it'll know what piece it is and what color it should be. And I use that a lot for missing pieces. Enter this in Bricklink, say how many I needed, make my wish list, and at the end I just said, buy this wish list. And it said, here's your orders from these 3 stores. So there's 3 envelopes from 3 stores that should have all the pieces on my wish list. Hopefully I did a good job of getting all the pieces I needed. We'll find out in a minute. Okay, first package opened, looks great. Tons of pieces that I needed. The coolest one was, I put it on already, but the breastplate for this guy also came in this pack. Nice that I could get that. He is now complete, which is fantastic. I will now open more packs, but this pack has a whole ton of pieces that I needed, so that's perfect. So this is the second package I opened. You can see like the nicely colored stairs to kind of replace some of the ones like this one that has broken. I got the stairs. I got a bunch of other pieces that I needed, including a diver torso and legs, and the skeleton is part of the set as well. And this was just, I had to make a minimum order, so I wound up ordering the Green Goblin. I don't have a Green Goblin. Now I do. So another set of pieces that I need to build the set. This is order number 2. This is package number, or shipment number 3 from Bricklink. I've got some of those special colored Atlantis circles. I've got some more stairs. I've got a little bit of gold pieces. I thought I ordered more gold pieces. We'll find out. There's another gold piece in here. It looks like I roughly have the pieces I need, but I'm not 100% sure I've completed them all. Also with this order, I got this. This is actually to build a classic space set. Again, I had to meet a minimum order, so I kind of looked for some other pieces I might need. And yeah, so I ordered a few extra pieces. I'm just gonna now go through the instructions and where I got stuck before. Hopefully I have the pieces that I need, and we'll find out when I'm done. Okay, $50 in Bricklink orders later. Here's where we at. We got a lot further. We've got the basic structure in. I can put it together. It's looking pretty good and mostly formed. There's a lot of little things left to do and sort out. It just seems like, you know, the 80% complete is just so many pieces that I missed some, or some weren't available when I did the Bricklink order and let Bricklink just order from my wish list. So I've been going through that a little bit, but I'm probably just gonna go through what's missing and then wrap this video here. It's been I've been shooting it for a while. So just to kind of go through, we're kind of missing a couple things in the sharks. We've got the teeth, but we need a few more clips in there to hold the teeth. We need another plate, or this is the more complete side. It's not doing too bad. The good news is I got all 5 of the different colors of those rings, so that's really good. I've got all the minifigs, including this guy's breastplate, which was, you know, I was worried it would be hard to find. Got all the diver minifigs set up. I think one of them needs a special backpack. I got the trident helmet for the skeleton, which is good. This mechanism is kind of working. If you open it up too high, it doesn't close again, but that's really cool. There's this mechanism isn't quite working yet. I need to get another gear. There goes the shark that's supposed to sit up top there. This is supposed to sit around back, and it needs a few pins to put it there properly. I need another one of these slopes. There's just lots of little things. You know, this should be gold, and I got one, but maybe I needed 2. Not sure. I did get the long gold one of these, so that's all complete. There needs to be some gold decor up top there. I need 1x1 blacks here and here. I need some more black slopes. There's supposed to be a table in there with glass over it, so that'll all need to be ordered. I thought I ordered enough of the 3x4 slopes in black, but I need to order one of those. This I need, actually, this is sort of double. There is a variant that doesn't have this back part. I need that variant. I need it in black. I have a gray one here that I've subbed on this side, so I'll need to order 2 of those. Yeah, and so I mean, this shark needs a bit more stuff. I need 2 more of these clips and a few more slopes like here that I didn't seem to get. So I'm just gonna have to go through it again. Probably the final pass. It's got the amount of pieces missing is small enough that it's not it's going to be a bit easier to get it all together. There was a lot of work to sort of go through the instructions, and now I have to do it again. But still, cool result. Really nice set. Largest set of the Atlantis line. I didn't have any of the Atlantis line, so I have a nice sample here. It's good to add to my collection. Also, that box had tons of extra bricks as well. I'm actually going to probably see what those blue transparent pieces, what set they go to. There's just a bunch of stuff. Some of these here are ordered pieces, but I've got now some spares, especially in the dark red, including the hinges. I've got a couple hinges here in spare in case the ones break, and a couple of staircases again in spare in case the ones break. These are some spares from other boxes of Lego that I was using to put it together in the meantime before I ordered stuff. So there you have it. Mostly restored. I'm gonna guess we're at 95% now, maybe a bit higher, and I learned a lot. It was, I learned a bit better. Learned a bit more about using wish lists on Bricklink and how you can get it to order everything on your wish list, and it'll find out the stores to do it. It worked. It worked pretty well. I thought it didn't work at all, but it may have been me that missed some of the pieces. So now final go through and a final order, and it will be complete. Thanks a lot for watching.